mineral wells has a way of slowing time. Wind across brick, sun in broken glass, a giant asleep at the center of town. Beneath the dust, there is a promise. This is the Baker Hotel, 14 stories that rose with hope, fell with a changing world, and now wait for a second life. It starts here, in the lobby. The first hello guests heard when these doors swung open. Arches and plaster, patterns hiding under layers of paint. The ceiling reads like a map of years, repairs, water, and time. If you listen, you can almost hear luggage wheels and a piano in the next room. A century ago, people came here for the water. Mineral wells made its name on mineral springs that promised relief for tired bones and stubborn aches. Trains brought crowds. The town dreamed bigger. Local leaders raised money and asked hotel magnate T.B. Baker to build something that matched their hopes. Architect Wyatt C. Hedrick and his firm drew the plans. Spanish Revival lines, a tower you could see for miles. A grand lobby, ballrooms, spa floors, shops, and a large pool out front fed by the same water that made the town famous, among the first of its kind for a Texas hotel. Construction moved with the rhythm of the 1920s. The Baker opened in November of 1929, days after the stock market crash. Even in that moment, the lights came on. It was modern for its time. Ice-chilled water circulating to rooms, smart switches that saved power when a guest left. Valet cabinets built into the walls so laundry could be picked up without a knock. Comfort was designed into the bones. Through the 1930s, the Baker became a destination. Dances that ran past midnight. The Cloud Room alive with bandstands and bright horns. Conventions that filled every floor and overflowed into town. Famous names passed through, but what matters most is how the place made people feel. A small Texas town could host the world. During World War II, nearby training at camp, and later Fort Walters brought thousands of soldiers. The hotel buzzed again. In those years, it seemed like the Baker might never dim. Then the map of travel changed. Highways pulled vacationers in new directions. Planes turned long journeys into short ones. Medicine replaced mineral baths. The lobby grew quiet. Some years were good, most were slow. The hotel closed in 1963, reopened for a short try, then closed again in 1972. From that day on, silence moved in. Decades passed. Seasons worked on the roof. Windows turned dark. Pigeons nested in rafters. The pool stagnant. Stories grew in the quiet. Ghost tours along the sidewalk. Photographers pressing lenses to gaps in the boards. Ask anyone in mineral wells and you will hear a memory. A dance, A wedding, a summer job, or simply the feeling of driving by and looking up. The grand old lady was never forgotten. She was waiting. In time, a new team stepped in with a plan to bring her back. The vision is careful and bold, modern comfort that keeps the soul intact. The original 450 rooms will become fewer but larger, a better fit for how people travel now. The spa will return with mineral water at the center, the same promise that built this town. Public spaces will be restored to match what the first guests saw. The lobby, the ballrooms, the dining rooms, brought back with respect for every arch and curve. Work began, then the world paused. The pandemic slowed financing and materials. Timelines shifted, but the lights on work floors kept returning. Crews sealed the roof, pulled miles of wire, cataloged hardware and fixtures worth saving. Progress you can see from the street. Progress you can hear if you stand close to the fence. Restoration is not a straight line. It is 100 small decisions made in the right order. Which plaster to keep, which tile to match, how to bring new life without losing the old character. Every bracket and bolt becomes a promise to the people who built this place and to the people who loved it. What you see today is patience at work, craft in motion, and a town that continues to believe. Recently, the financing finally came together. Local partner Randy Nix announced a senior loan from Clear Fork Bank, backed by a USDA Rural Development Guarantee. With this core funding secured and final project costs now being tallied, the development team is preparing to engage additional investors and sponsors to complete the capital stack. Once investment is secured, the project will take 3 years to complete. Therefore, a timeline can't be estimated at this time. Look from the top and you understand the point. A hotel is not just a building, it is a promise to welcome. When the doors open again, guests will step on polished floors where dust lies now. Music will return to rooms that have been quiet for half a century. The pool will ripple in the Texas sun. Visitors will come for rest and for story. The baker will do the work it was built to do. Beneath the dust, there was never only decay. There was history, craft, and a community that did not let go. The baker slept and took a long breath, but she did not forget who she is. This is her past, this is her present, and this is her future. The doors will open, the story continues. Now stay just a little longer to enjoy a song I wrote in dedication to the grand old lady.
Beneath the dust, I hear a song in halls where quiet lingers long. I push the door, the air is still. Sun hits plaster, time stands still. Footsteps echo tile and stone. 1,000 stories in this grand old hotel. I trace the rail where hands once leaned. The lobby breathes like something seen in dreams you keep for years and years, through summer light and autumn tears.
You were a river when the world was thirsty, mineral moon and neon glow. Even sleeping you kept your heartbeat soft as the town below.
Turn the lights back on, let the music rise once more. Let the ceilings catch that golden sound. Under all this dust, your heart is strong enough. I can feel it rising from the ground. If a building can remember, then we can carry on. Baker, hold my hand.
Turn the lights back on.
War drums faded, letters mailed, dance cards filled, some courage failed. Promises whispered on the stairs, names like prayers hung in the air. Keys stopped turning, windows broke, rain found places in the oak. Still you waited through the years, holding every laughing tear. You were a beacon when the night felt endless, cloud room stars in polished chrome. Even empty, you kept your welcome, calling your people back. Turn the lights back on, let the music rise once more. Let the floorboards feel our weight again. Under all this dust, your heart is waking up like a choir, learning where to begin. If a town can have a heartbeat, this is where it's from. Baker, take a breath. Turn the lights back on, I hear the voices climbing the stairs. I see the dresses circle the air. I feel the waters cool and clear, the way they washed away the years. If you can stand, we'll stand with you. Stone and story, old and new. Beneath the dust, I still hear you.
Turn the lights back on. Hey, let the music rise once more. Hey, let the town inside your windows shine. Under all this dust,
Love is durable enough to carry 14 stories at a time. When the morning finds the lobby, every shadow gone. Baker, you and I will turn the lights back on. Beneath the dust, the music waits, and when it starts, the heart